before you make sure you can apply, you must meet the minimum requirement of 65 points, regardless whether you're applying 189, 190, or 489, right? You need to get 65 points minimum. So previous one I talked about, you need to get skill assessment, but this is the assumption that you meet skill assessment, you meet the requirement 65 points. So this is the first step. 65 points, you're happy with that? Do your skill assessment, happy with that? Go down to occupation to see which state nominate you, happy with that? Do your UI, do your nomination, do your visa. That's so all 5 steps you must complete in order to come to Australia. Now I'm doing this first step. What I'm doing is first step. First step is R9. Determine whether you can get 65 points. And just don't do it online search all the form and ask other people. There's a really good website, the department website. It gives you really good calculation, and then I believe they provide so many fundings in this area to just do this calculation. Now you can see that I'm in front of this website, and all you need to do is just type in the same address on your Google search bar. You need to use the same page, right? So imi.homeaffairs.gov.au/help-support/tools/points-calculator. That's it. You're gonna type in, try it again now, just try it, okay? And if you have 1 minute to try it, type in first. All right, now okay, you've typed in this one, and you can see points calculation. Simple. So I encourage people to try 190 first, right? 190 first, because for 190 give you 5 extra points. And for you, if you're overseas, that doesn't matter which state you live in. You have to come to Australia first. Then you have the opportunity to move interstate, right? So because 190 have a really good demands, and then you can get 5 extra points. Why I'm not doing 489? You can still do 489. That's no problem. I know a lot of you actually from South Africa, they got a visa approval under 489. And then yeah, that's true. Try 190 first. You see what I'm talking about. 190 again. This is really similar. There's nothing different for this one. Say which age are you fitting into, and I'll say this one 33 and at least less than 40. But if you over 40, you don't get enough points. So I think ideally this is really good age, because this age category, some of you have good qualification, good experience, and then good English as well. So you are more likely to, I'm not saying that if you're over 40 or less than 33, you can't, just because you don't have enough qualification, or they don't give you enough points for the age. Okay, 33 and 40. Do you have English? What's your English ability? If you haven't done your English exam and you don't believe you are exempted, the English requirement is IELTS 6 on each band, okay? Although this does not give you points at all, but the requirement of this visa is you must get IELTS 6 on each band. But you don't need to wait your English first. You can do something else first, okay? But this is really complex. I'm not going to explain what step, because your occupation is so different. And then because I work so many years, I can just bang 1 minute, I can determine what you can do. But now I'm not going to go through in depth. Skill occupation. Most time when I'm doing this, I would say you don't have in Australia occupation list. So less than 1 year, you have other choice. No. Skill occupation. If you have at least 3 but less than 5 years, I would say that's next chance you're gonna get invited. So I'll say if you get 5 years work experience outside Australia, what qualification you have? Let me assume you have a bachelor degree. Okay, Australian study. Have you have a degree from Australian to meet the requirement? No, you're overseas. If you have, that's great. Give you points for this one. Do you have a master degree from by research? This is research one or doctorate. If you don't, that's fine. If you do have this one, awesome. You're gonna get the points for this one. This is a credential community language, means NATI. If you have a translator certificate, so this is NATI, National Accreditation Authority for Translator and Interpreters. This is the authority who issue the certificate to someone who can speak 2 languages or write 2 languages, one or the other. How do you do this? You go there. Just ask me. Go there, national, or just stands for NATI. Okay, NATI. Go there and search how can you get the certificate for yourself. Study in Australia. Of course, if you're in Australia, you have the advantage for this one. You have at least diploma. Now, let me just go back to this 489, because you now have a feeling that if I'm in Australia, you know, I can be quickly invited. If I'm not in Australia, then I can't. No, this is wrong. This is wrong assumption, because this is the situation. Because 489, a lot of 489 nominations are only open to overseas applicants. All right. If you are if you are in Australia, and you want to apply for A9, the requirement is really strict. You have to make yourself to have been working there, right? Makes sense, isn't it? Because this is regional Australia, and you live in a capital city. So why are you coming here for our regional area? You will have no obligation and commitment. So I think you're not going to come here, right? Hence, for 4A9 type of visas, if you are in Australia, they have really strict requirement. Really strict requirements. They want you high English. They want you to live that regional area or study in that regional area. And few of them actually met this kind of requirement. So 4A9, it's actually really open to overseas applications, right? If you are in this area, try it, right? Try it this one. Now, I just want to put it back now. Skill in regional area, if you haven't studied yet, no, you don't have that one. Partner visas, do you have a partner who's also skilled? Your partner, if you want to apply for 190, okay, your partner has to be on the same occupation list, which is long-term and short-term combined. If you're applying for 1A9, your partner must be on a long-term and short-term occupation only. You have to have it on the same occupation list. All right. Professional year. Okay, this is very about in Australia candidates. You for in Australia, well, you know what's mean, professional year. Nomination, you state nomination. Have you been invited? This is an assumption you have. Before you check whether you can be nominated under this skill, you check to see which state actually nominates you. So this is minimum score you need, 65 points. I really want to demonstrate you about 65 points, but it doesn't say that you must be in the area. So for age, for English, if you can get, for example, English IELTS 7, you got 10 points for this one. If you have qualification in Master in Research, you have another 5 points for this one. Australian Studies give you overall. So I'll quickly go through this. Your scores depends on your age, your English language skills, your work experience outside Australia, your work experience in Australia, your qualifications, your Australian study requirement, whether your study requirements it's in the regional area, whether you have NATI certificate, or this is still education, which is this you are on the STEM occupation list. Your occupation is Master in Research. Your partner professional year in Australia, state nomination, state regional nomination. So that's all. Go on, try to see whether you can hit 65 points. If you can hit, comment below or send me an email. Alright, bye.